eggs and add 2 bananas along with vanilla and buttermilk. So let's grab. So it says in another mixing bowl, mash bananas, which you did with the fork. Beat eggs. So 1 tablespoon.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Mix well and add to the cream.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Okay, soda and salt.
Amen. This is the unfolding story of the life we are building together as I try to make a difference and live each day like it's my last. My family has a little restaurant right down the road from our farm. 2, actually. One is the original cafe that my wife Joey and sister Marcy opened in 2007, where for the last dozen years or so they've been serving homemade meals and doing their best to change lives one bite at a time. And the other is a little bakery opened about a year ago that my nephew Michael runs. Just a couple of miles from the original, it too is in a converted old general store. They mostly serve coffee, donuts, and pastries and have been doing pretty well, but in the last month or so, like everyone else's business, they've had to adjust, and my nephew has come up with a different plan. Instead of selling the bread they make, they're giving it away. Hi, Michael. Because of the shortage of bread in grocery stores in our area, Michael, his wife Hannah, and the few employees they have left have started offering free bread to local folks who need it. I came down to lend a hand for a few hours and encourage him in all he's doing. How many loaves of bread are you making now a day?
Right now we're pushing about 205 a day is about what we get. We've got that big old honking oven and crank out some bread.
Since I've never made bread before, I asked him to show me how it's done. And so using one of Joey and Marcy's recipes from our family cookbook, he walked me through the bread making process from beginning to end.
A cup of granulated sugar, 8 cups of bread flour. This was a chance for me to show my faith. I was sitting there with my whole crew and knowing that there were only a few options and all of them didn't look very good. It all ended up with us probably not making it and closing the doors. So I decided, you know, I think we're just gonna start making bread like crazy and giving it away to people that need it. We brought all the churches together. We've been filling boxes of food. We get a lot of messages on social media, like, I've got 5 kids. The store won't let me get but 1 or 2 loaves of bread. If they have any, I really need them. And we just load the truck up and go and take it. And they're just falling at the door, you know. So grateful. Daycares, we've been helping out. They got a big need for it. We're just gonna give bread away and bless everybody and see what God does and watch.
If I roll it onto the floor, is that bad?
It makes you feel great too, that you're doing something to help others. And you really start to feel God move. That feeling of love and helping people is where God moves the most. You know, like it touches my heart whenever I can show, hey, God's there. You put your faith in him, watch. You want to jump with me? Are you scared? Let's do this. You know, like that's what I love, you know, that gets me wound up. So, yeah, it's kind of like doing drama.
That work?
Our bread,
Ours has character, though.
That's what I think.
Ours has character. Hey, what can I do for you?
Can I have a donut? How about if I buy them for you today and you guys...
One of my favorite things about our family having the restaurant and bakery nearby is the chance to meet people and feel more connected to our community.
Mr. Potter, what you got here?
And reconnect with old friends we haven't seen in a while.
Well, come on back here. How long have you been playing here at the restaurant now?
Since it opened.
Mr. Potter lived out in this area long before I did. He and I made a lot of music together in the 90s before he moved away. And he recently moved back here and has started playing on Sundays at the bakery.
I know how painful that could be.
Well, listen, we're not Facebook Living, but maybe you and I could just play something together. We haven't played in a while.
That'd be great.
We wrote some songs, but my favorite song that we wrote is called Funny How Love. We wrote that, I think, long before I ever met Joey, long before love, changed me.
Yeah.
The way that it did,
Yeah,
the way that
I
it
think
always
that was
did.
like one of our first or second songs.
Well, let me grab a guitar and we'll try and play it. Never gave much thought to writing poems. I never really had that much to say. But since you came along, I write poetry and song. Funny how love can change a man that way. I never really wanted to be married. I thought footloose and free was how I'd stay. But with one look at you, I knew my single days were through. Funny how love can change a man that way. Suddenly, I'm feeling so much different. I want to be beside you every day. I don't know what's come over me. I'm not who I used to be. Funny how love can change a man that way. Take a little. Never really cared that much for children. They're just another thing to make your hair turn gray. Oh, but now every child I see is bringing out the dad in me. Funny how love can change a man that way. Suddenly, I'm feeling so much different. I want to be beside you every day. I don't know what's come over me. I'm not who I used to be. Funny how love can change a man that way. Funny how love can change a man that way.
This is the unfolding story of the life we are building together as I try to make a difference and live each day like it's my last.
Hey, Andy.
My two younger sisters live in houses on both sides of ours on the same farm. Indiana loves to spend time with her Aunt Marcy. She has a house full of toys and books, and also because she's a great cook.
Guess what my favorite is?
The cow said nay.
The Cow Said Nay. That's Papa's book. That's my favorite. So, do you want to help Aunt Marcy make some banana nut bread for Papa for tonight?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. The sugar and the butter. So I've already got butter melted.
Ooh, I like that. That.
Do you like bananas?
I do.
I do too. And then sugar, 1.5 cups of sugar.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna come over here
I love
and we're gonna get this. Get a little bit of sugar. 1. Next step, right here, look. In another mixing bowl, mash bananas using a fork. All right, Andy, that's gonna be you. You're gonna take this fork and you're just gonna mash it, just like that. Can you do that? Beat eggs and add 2 bananas along with vanilla and buttermilk. So let's grab 2 eggs.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
Good job, Andy. So it says in another mixing bowl, mash bananas, which you did with a fork. Beat eggs. So kind of like, here, let me hold your hand. Go ahead and add it to the banana, sweetie.
Okay.
Pick it up.
Ooh.
So 1 tablespoon buttermilk and then vanilla. All right, so you hold this one in your hand and then hold it just like that right there. And we're going to do 4 buttermilk. Count with me. 1,
2, 3, 4.
okay, very good. Now, next, mix well and add to creamed butter and sugar. Good, Andy, you're doing so great.
Why are we here?
Well, because we're going to mix it with a mixer. Okay, another bowl of sift flour. So let me get flour. How much flour do we need, Mindy? 2 cups.
2 cups right there.
Yep, very good. Right to there. Whoop, whoop. You're getting kind of crazy on me here now. Haha, silly girl. Almost there. Done. Good job. All right. Okay, soda and salt. 1.5 soda and 3/4 baking powder. Go ahead. I used a lot in cooking. Add to banana mixture. Well, let me stir that up a little bit. I'm gonna have to take a whisk. You know, you're gonna work in the restaurant one day, right?
Yeah.
And what's it called? Marcy Joe's. Do you know what we're making? Banana nut bread? And do you know whose recipe it is? Grandma's? It's Grandma's recipe. Grandma's up in heaven with Mama. That's Aunt Marcy's mom. That's Papa's mom. Her name is Grandma Rita. Can you say Grandma Rita?
Grandma Rita.
And this is the one that taught us how to make the banana bread. Oh, that's beautiful, Andy. Good job. So Joey and I ran the restaurant together until 4 years ago, until we lost her to cancer. And now I've been continuing running it. And then just recently, a year ago, I had a stroke. And my son Michael stepped in and, decided to help me. Papa's gonna love this banana nut bread.
Yeah.
During that time, we found another old 1800s building about 3 miles from the original restaurant. And we call that Marcy Joe's Bakery, and that's what Michael's running for us now. What do you think?
It's perfect.
Is it perfect? Next, we're gonna take this off. When Michael was born, I raised him by myself until he was 3, and he never really knew his father.
When Mom had me, she was unsure. She, young and wild, and about 10 years old, she realized and knew that I wasn't actually Phillips, but she was afraid to tell me.
This could be really hard for me to talk about, but and Michael struggled with that.
I don't know how to explain it, but I had a feeling something wasn't right.
I was so afraid that Michael would hate me. Not like
And she started crying.
I decided to tell him who his real father was.
And opened up that yearbook and pointed to him and said, "Philip's not your real dad." I mean, I said, I knew it, and I just...
All right, now, Andy, we're gonna come over. I remember the day that Michael's father showed up to his apartment. Michael opened up the door and his dad said, "Hello, son," and it was just so special.
It was pretty awesome. I mean, I'll remember that forever.
He got to meet his real father. It's been a blessing. All right.
I want to be your teacher.
You're gonna be my teacher? Oh, right.
I looked for that so long. It felt like it came too late. I was already grown up and kind of found who I was.
He met his dad, and that was wonderful and everything, but Michael still struggled with that. And so, he was in and out of rehab like 3 different times, and it got really serious. We almost lost him this last time. And, but he's, turned his life around and helping me, and it's just been a blessing.
Me coming out of it like I did, finding my faith and the way the things have changed, like I want to be able to show people that it's possible, try to be a good role model for people that are struggling, and that's why I love having this place and being able to do this, like that's what I love, that gets me wound up.
All right, Andy. So this is the praline. All right. All right, back in the oven we go. Oh, there it goes. All right, give me a high five. Yay, good job.
This is the unfolding story of the life we are building together as I try to make a difference and live each day like it's my last. In a time like this, it's easy to feel like there's not much we can do to really help and make a difference in the big picture. Sometimes all we can do is offer what we have, our time, our money, or our bread, and especially our prayers, and trust God to show us the next step. Often the memories we treasure most are the ones where we gave ourselves away to someone else. And the sweet flavor of them will remain on our tongue and in our hearts long after this moment has passed.
Indiana! Hi, Marcy.
Hi.
How was your time with Indy?
Good, it was great. He loved it. She did great.
She
it was
did?
It was so precious.
What did you guys make?
Grandma's homemade banana nut bread with the praline frosting.
Oh.
Just wait, it's gonna be incredible.
good.
I don't want to brag about my cooking, but I'm pretty good.
Indiana!
Andy, Papa's home. Let's show Papa what we made today, Andy.
What did you make me today? You want to show me?
banana nut bread. Let's do bite. Can Papa try a bite? That looks so good. Do a bite. Papa, do a bite.
How'd we do, Papa? Is it good? Yay!
It's amazing. I'll give you a little bitty bite.
Yeah.
Should Aunt Marcy have a bite?
Yum. Oh, God.
One more
That's so
for me.
good. That is so good.
One
Yeah,
more for you,
you
too.
want more to do. That's some beautiful stuff right there.
That's tricky. Too tricky, Papa. It's delicious.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Marcy. This
You're
is wonderful.
welcome. She did great, Rory. She loved it. It's so good, isn't it?
Thank you, Mars.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's delicious.
I love you.
This is the unfolding story of the life we are building together as I try to make a difference and live each day like it's my last. This life I live. Scenes from one man's extraordinary, ordinary life.
All right.
I'll be your teacher.
You're going to be my teacher? All right. I'm excited about this. Oh my gosh, Rory, we do very good. That's some beautiful stuff right there.
That's tricky. Too tricky, Papa.